What's up, everybody? We are back with another good one, and in this video we have a white pastor in an interview, and he gets caught up in his tracks, and we're going to see this in just a second. But we have a white pastor who openly says that he does not like white people. Let's get into this.
Have you ever heard that once you go black, you can't go back? Don't take the
I
risk.
must have heard black don't crack.
Yeah, you have to.
Right.
And you have to have heard once you go black, you can't go back.
No, I don't think I've ever heard that.
Ask your congregation.
My congregation's Latino.
They know.
They do know.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that would have to be, once you go brown, you stay around.
That's right. Once you go brown, you hang around.
What happens when you go white?
Get back. When you go white, get back.
You say good night.
That's right. Are you called by God to be a priest, or is it something you volunteer to do?
It's, you feel a calling, right? And so in my case, I felt a calling deep within me. This happened after many years. I was already in my 30s and 40s. So I'm not presumptuous enough to say that's a call by God, because that's too big and mysterious.
Right.
I felt a definite calling. It was a call to be of service, It was a call to make connection and to join my spirituality with the spirituality of other people.
Real quick question there. My only concern with what he said is that how do you get a call to like preach the gospel and to preach the word of God and not be confident that God is the one that called you to do that? That's already a red flag, and it makes me want to know, there are people that send people out on jobs, but I want to know exactly who sent you out on your job. Let's keep this going.
How old were you at the time when you first felt it?
When I was like 15, I wrote a letter to my father saying I thought I wanted to become a man of the cloth, right? But then I forgot all about it. And so it really came back to me after I started being in recovery from alcoholism. About 5 years into recovery, I got the call. I thought I wanted to be a priest.
Amazing. And so you've never been married?
Well, you can marry in my church.
Oh, you can?
You sure?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In fact, my church is gay friendly. I can marry a man.
You can marry a man?
In my church.
Have you ever done it?
I've officiated at the marriage.
But you never married one?
No, I've never been married.
Oh, okay. And no children or anything?
No.
Do you regret not getting married, having children now that you're older?
Well, and I'm gay.
You're gay?
Yes.
You don't look gay.
We come in all shapes and sizes, brother.
So you're gay?
I'm gay.
I didn't know you were gay.
Yeah, well, I just told you.
How did you become gay?
One doesn't become gay. One is born that way.
Does God know you're gay?
I
That's debatable.
believe so.
Did he make you that way?
That's my opinion.
You think that God made you gay?
I have no, I don't know I'm not going to be presumed to plumb the depths of the Most High, but yes, I've been gay as long as I can remember.
And so, have you been with men?
The fact that he said he doesn't want to like go into the plums of the Most High, it's that, I feel like with these kinds of people, it's like, you know the answer, you know what you're doing, you know that there's some wrong to what's going on here, but for whatever reason, you don't want to go into those depths, because going into those depths are only going to expose what you're doing being wrong. It's only going to give you a conviction to come out of what you're doing, but I guess you just running away from the opportunity to even be convicted. Let's keep this going.
Of course.
Like sexually?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's mind-blowing.
This is mind-blowing for you?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I never expected a priest and a father of Epiphany Church to be gay.
That
You
sounds
don't
like
look
you're
gay.
coming from the assumption, what's look gay mean?
You know, switchy and soft looking.
Really? That's what you call stereotyping.
Oh, but
That's called, that's like if I were to say to you, well, you're black, where's your fried chicken?
I was at the house and I can't wait to get home to eat it.
So,
That's amazing. So do your congregation know that you're gay?
absolutely they do.
That is mind blowing. And so you think that God make mistakes?
That's a big question.
That's not a big question. It's like 5 or 6 words. It's a very simplistic question. God cannot make a mistake. He's a perfect being. And if you don't have that foundation, if that's not something that's resonating within you as you're operating in this kind of a ministry, you shouldn't be there. I'm going to just keep it straight and just be honest. You shouldn't be there in that position. It's a very simple question. Does God make mistakes? The answer to that is no. Let's see what he says.
You're talking about everything that is involved at not only at the bottom of this universe, but whatever other inner universes exist. So I would say that I don't think actually that force that we call God makes mistakes. No.
I don't think that force that we cut. Look at how much he had to beat around the bush just to give the most simplest answer that there is. In the beginning, he talked about whatever else called him because he can't be confident in the fact that God called him to do the ministry he's in. Now he's talking about there's multiple forces. And I understand that there's multiple realms in the spiritual realm, forces. There's demonic forces, and there's heavenly forces and good spiritual forces. But the way that he's coming from, like I said, it's really making me want to know what other gods, if you will, are you worshiping or are you considering, or what other gods or what other idols, if you will, have given you the authority and the permission to do what you're doing. Let's continue to hear him baffle through his answer.
Really? And so...
But actually also, I believe that things unfold in a moment for us, and that time itself is an illusion. I mean, we're not, how the power of the universe experiences all that, I have absolutely no inkling.
This guy sounds like he grew up in Joel Osteen's church.
Oh, okay. So now I see a little gay in you.
Good.
When you did this, I saw it. So, thank you. So listen to you.
68.
So are you going to be like gay all your life, or will this pass?
You know the answer to that as well as I do.
But
Are you going to be black all your life, or is it going to pass?
But being gay and being black is different. It's like...
No, it's not, my brother.
Black is a skin color, but gay is like an abnormal lifestyle.
Is that what you believe?
Yeah, you can overcome it.
No, I'm afraid that's wrong.
So why would
we're
God...
not here to talk about sacred resistance. We're going to talk about homosexuality.
I'm just stunned that you're gay. I didn't know that. I didn't read it. One last question about that. Why would God make lesbians and gay men? Why? What was the purpose of that?
Why did God make zebras?
He doesn't want to answer the question because he doesn't have any answers, because all the answers that everyone's trying to figure out to get an understanding of that community, they don't have the answer. It's always this hoopla, bizwala, just BS that's just going out that just does not make any sense. I want to know what is the purpose of him making this. Since you're saying that, he can't make mistakes, and you're saying that you were born this way, and you're saying that this has been as long as you can remember, we want to know, and what he's trying to figure out is, what is the purpose of it? Because there's not much purpose that comes out of that can come out of a heterosexual relationship. So we're trying to find this out. Let's hear what he says. I already know it's going to be hoopla, but let's get it.
What was the purpose of that?
To multiply.
To multiply, to make more zebras?
Have sex and make more
Why
zebras.
do we need more zebras?
To keep the earth clean and do what zebras do. But you don't know why God made lesbians.
I don't know why God made zebras. I don't know why God made you or why God made me.
He just told you why God made zebras.
Amazing.
If you say you know it,
I know why God made
me. You're probably being a little presumptuous.
No, he made human beings to create love.
And he probably made zebras so that's why he made gay people.
Amazing. I had no idea.
No, I didn't say that.
What'd you say?
I said I liked them. Do I love the Jews? Do I love white people? I think what I said is actually I try to love all people.
Do you love the white people?
Do I love the white people? Would you have anybody particular in mind?
All white people?
No, I don't love all white people.
And why not?
Well, it would depend on the person.
Why don't you love all white people?
You mean, do I have a kind of blanket feeling of, well, okay, let me put it this way. I guess I love white people the same way I love all people.
But why don't
What is this guy, a politician? The same way I love all people? Like he's trying to include him in. Like, no, I'm not on your side. I don't agree with your get down. I don't even understand half the things you're saying. No, if you're going to be in your position, number one, let alone you're in your position as a homosexual, that's one thing to talk about. Number two, if you're going to be in that position, one thing you need to be doing is loving. That's the first commandment, buddy. And you don't love everybody equally. You know what I mean? He talked about his church being predominantly Hispanic at the beginning of this interview. And now he goes on to explain that he doesn't like all white people. What is my take on it? Honestly, why doesn't he like all white people? I feel like when he was saying that, there was like an image of his mind because as we all know, me here and you on the other side of that screen, most white people are extremely conservative. And a conservative mindset does not support this kind of behavior. Let's keep this going. It's almost over.
you love all people?
I just told you I loved all people.
No, you said you didn't.
All right.
How is it possible that you can represent God and not love all people?
My brother, I'll see you later. This
Where
is
you
a really
going?
stupid conversation.
You about to run?
Yeah, I'm going.
Don't run. Priests don't run.
This priest is leaving
Why?
because it's a stupid conversation.
What's stupid about it?
He left when he knew the questions were backing him into a corner that he wasn't prepared to be backed into. You know, that's a simple question, man. He kind of even left the homosexuality alone because he knew he wasn't going to get anywhere with that. But it boiled down to that, man. You just exposed even more of how you're just out of line with the loving. You know what I mean? How do you just have a group of people that you don't love? And maybe there's some people, or I like them how I love all people. So that's seeming that you really don't have a genuine love for all people. You're kind of just like this blatant, just general, you know, kind of a love that you're sharing for everybody, which is completely just the wrong type of attitude to have in that kind of a position. We got to do something about this, but hey, at least this was a little bit of exposure. I mean, honestly, I don't know if these are the kind of things that he's sharing with the people in his congregation, but if you happen to be a part of that congregation and you're getting a little snippet of this, I definitely can, encourage you to reconsider where you're choosing to spend your worship and where you're choosing to spend your Sundays. But yeah, other than that, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button down there if you liked it and drop me something down in the comment section below. I want to talk to you guys about this and I want to hear your thoughts. Till the next one, guys, I'll see you then.